And we're on. If you guys have problems with the feed or anything, write it in the chat. I keep an eye on it as usual. All right. So, daily on BTC. Why is all this shit on? Okay. I should curse less, but whatever. So, we have a little trend here. Okay, major. It's like a, let's say, trending support and resistance line. But the big problem here is this Fibonacci retracement. Now I have two options. One is for a retracement on the last swing high. Okay, starts here. That's isolated. Okay, last swing high. So we took a little peek above the 618, but honestly, it doesn't look great. Okay, if I may, it's not my favorite type of movement. I want to see some, like, something more than this, but we could consider this one an impulse. Okay, and this is the golden ratio area. So if we regain some stability above and hold, we could start building a little bullish case. However, I don't like, and some of you, I had a chat with you, so you know that I am not a fan of these. Okay, I mean, of this option, because this will be, as usual, the maximum pain scenario. Okay, so take a peek above the 618 and build a fucking amazing multi-month head and shoulder. Okay, usually on BTC we didn't have any such time frame patterns. Usually in stocks is very common, so that could be the maximum pain projection here. But honestly, so far my behavior on the higher time frame, so on the 4-hour, is just shorting every top. Okay, and in the last week I did something, a little something here, a little short, and then another one later. Basically every time something comes up, I short it back, and that's been working. Do I suggest you do that? No, that's just what I do, because I'm given the chance to ramble for 1 hour, so you get to listen to the stuff I do. But let's see. Yeah, this was the setup. Well, don't look at the risk reward ratio because I pulled them randomly most of the times, because my exits, as you know, on these sort of daily moves, okay, are generally dictated by a loss in momentum, okay, and the reversion to mean. Okay, in this case I saw a loss of momentum here. My plan was to take profit, but I fat fingered my position and luckily I had reduce on, so I closed it, and luckily it was the bottom. So yep, yeah, I just fat fingered 5 lots, but of course my position was not 5 lots, and I closed it. So there's that. And now I'm not a fan of what's going on here, because we're going to have a look at that on Kiyotaka actually, here. So to me it looks like a slow grind here, a slow grind onto this support, and as you know, slow grind into support is never great. Okay, like if we had something like this and then up, nice. Okay, but generally the case for a slow grind into the level. Is it breaking? Okay. And then an acceleration. So we did what you want. I wouldn't front run it unless we see a little like bump here, then might consider taking a short, very controlled with a very tight stop. And then if we break through it on Asia Open or later, all good. However, there's news ahead. Quite a lot, actually. It's all related to the same thing, but there's a decision coming soon on the United States tariffs. I don't want to get into politics, just the legal side of things is that basically the Supreme Court will decide whether tariffs are a tool that can be used in an emergency, so bypassing Congress, or not. If the answer is no, most of the tariffs, probably not all of them, but most of them would decay. So markets will price that in, and also there is some Greenland dogfight between the US and the EU. Now the EU is threatening to pull out of the free trade agreement. The US is threatening tariffs, and you know what happened last time, guys. You remember what happened last time. It was October then. Okay, so I don't want to really oopsies. Too much stuff open, especially in Kiyotaka. I'd be careful, okay? We don't have to trade every day. We don't have to position every time. Let's advise caution, okay? Having a look at profile, it doesn't look great either, okay? We have poor lows. So yeah, just overall, I'm not a big fan of what's going on here. If we see some strength on Monday, but market is closed in the US, so it's all in the hands of Asia, and Asia might be careful too. And honestly, we might see some moves that retrace quite quickly on Asia. So unless we pull some crazy stuff tonight or tomorrow, probably everything's postponed by Tuesday. Plus, there were other news. Nothing positive at the moment, like Coinbase pulling out of the crypto regulations, like the new crypto law in the US, and banks in. So not a fan of banks in crypto. So, but yeah, there isn't really much here that we can exploit because we're basically at support. This is just below the support, so I wouldn't see it as a magnet unless we dip below the support we've seen before, and then we reverse. But I don't think we would hold below support. Like I don't like the way it's going, so that's why I'm cautious. Then maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. It's just that there's a lot of signs that are not great. No, Agatha, don't be depressed. Just don't jig along in this situation, okay? See what happens. We can just wait and see what happens. There's a bullish case and a bearish case. Don't rush into it. But I don't like what's happening here. Okay, consistently lower point of controls. That's the downtrend. We repair these gaps, so yeah, not too great in my opinion. There's a few gaps down here, so, and another one here. So yep. Let's see. But I don't have much confidence at the moment on this. Let's have a look at the heat map. Yep. So any large buy as except here, but this stuff is market makers. So there's some walls below. nothing really interesting at the moment. And low volume nodes again here and here. So let's see. It's going to be interesting. Back to trading view. Yeah, so we can delete this because we're done. We broke this on the downside, so that was my case. Well, one of the two that I was charting. Bullish case and bearish case. This is definitely the bearish case, so we want to really, yeah. This is just a resistance. Okay, don't see any special thing in these. Change the color so we don't get confused. So yeah, this is the relevant support at the moment, and I don't see much going on tomorrow, but let's see what happens. Then, oh, I forgot, we got some little news in terms of like this little thing we have going on. Where the fuck is it? Well, I'll just do it like this because I don't know where it went. Did I? Yeah, just reload. Like, I don't know why. Let's go to the daily again. Maybe here we might be able to see it. No, fuck you, I don't see you. Anyways, so tomorrow there's an extra live stream on X. I will do it with 0x Geeked. Should be something like this as username. I'm probably going to host it. I think we have decided that thing, but check also his profile. He's a good trader, and it's going to be at same time as today, I think. Yeah, 2 p.m. UTC. Yeah, same time as today on X. So very easy to catch. Then Bluffin basically offered trading competition, $20,000 in price pool. They want to see a little bit more volume, but that's coming in. Mine sadly doesn't count because I cannot use my ref, so not self discount my own fees. But anyways, that's going to be something that is in the books if we send up the volume for this community. Like, I got already more discount than is generally allowed from Bluffin on the fees, because I prefer to increase your cash back instead of the obvious kickbacks we get. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's a couple million volume, so nothing crazy. And together with that, I am having it done by Achilles these days. I already told someone. I just have the mock-up, not the finished model, but I'm also going to give away the sneakers branded for the asylum, like their hand painted by hand. This is the mock-up. I did the purchase. The commission is going to come in the next few days, so that's going to be in the prize pool of the trading competition as well, if we can get it from Bluffin. Like, if we get the volume. If we don't, I will just keep the sneakers and flex. Giveaway merch also. I'm having some merchandise done. Like, maybe when we reach 1,000 members, those will be for like a giveaway for the most active people. Of course, the lurkers, we give them high five, but the merchandise will be for the most active members. It's going to be sweaters, mugs, hats. I will buy them. Of course, you don't have to buy. But if you want to buy, I will also give you like where to buy it, but they're going to be free. Okay, same as the cool sneakers. I will send you a picture when I receive. And there will be more quantitative analysis, more quant stuff. Okay, some project with my quant, and that will also involve some community members on these. Uh, so yeah, it's going to be fun. Can I have Mazzino shorts and slippers? Yes, if you want, you can also have underwear, if you like. Like there's this website where you can just customize everything pretty much. We could do underwear if you like. Yeah, sleepers. There's sleepers. There's shorts. There's swimsuits, bras. There's everything. Like for men and women, there's everything. Anyways, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because I'm having a lot of fun here. So that's like a little gift for the community. The shit was expensive, by the way, but it's worth it. The guy, the artist, is a very cool guy. Go follow him. Is Achilles. I think the username is I think is something like Kicks by Achilles or something like that. It's a cool guy. Yeah, now let's have a look at a very cool thingy because my long is catching up. Like it's starting to move. Let's see if it goes like here. I will add to it. It's a small position for now. That's why I'm using leverage, as some of you might know. So my catch will be here. Okay. If I get another bounce, if I get something here, I might add. I wouldn't add like in this area, and this is where my position is margin cold. Okay, because that's exactly the type of risk that I'm willing to take on this. Since I'm using leverage as a smaller position, I'm okay with getting stopped or liquidated very low. Okay, I don't give a shit. I don't suggest you just go for liquidation. It's just that if your position is very small, then when you add to it, of course the leverage will decrease. Okay, the amount of leverage you're using will decrease. But if you build the first entry and it's like 10% of your allotted position, then by all means you can do a 10x leverage, and then when you enter with more position, the leverage will decrease until it's 1. Okay, so it's a very simple math. And so this is actually going to be useful for BTC. Okay, because here I drew some lines, but my main idea is that here we're forming a cup and handle. Why the fuck trading view is not changing time frames? Alright, let's see if we can do it again. Anyways, ETH BTC perp. On something with a long-term view. The heck is cracking? I made a typo. Yeah, thank you, sir. There we go. Yeah, otherwise we would have stayed here for the next 5 minutes. Because Kraken has more historical data compared to other exchanges. So one of my cases is a cup and handle for this bad boy. Okay. So of course it's a long-term thing. If we get an insane wick here, like it should have been this one. Okay. Didn't, I mean, it's a big ass week anyways, because if we take it just from the breakout, if we take it just from the breakout here, is a 10% wick on this. Okay, this is a 10% position at virtually no risk. Okay, so not happening here again unless we go again into a downtrend. But I think if Bitcoin nukes, then this chart is just bound to go up. Yeah, same as here, little cup and handle. Okay, this one is massive, but on these time frames is not uncommon to see a cup and handle. Look at the downtrend, like what we are breaking here. Actually, now that I see it again, no, it doesn't. But maybe. I don't like the color of this line. I hate it. But we have a significant downtrend here. I ignore that spike up there. But we pick below. And up again. But it broke structure, so I'm not a fan of these. Like, if you break structure, I just take another line. But, you know, lines come back sometimes. So we broke structure here. And then break out on this one. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the latter. It's going to be BTC to 20k. No, maybe not 20, but I don't think we're doing an all-time high here, unless Ethereum does something incredibly good, and Bitcoin does something incredibly bad. But I don't think we will see Ethereum at 3k while BTC is at 35k. But, you know, 0.6, 0.7, why not? 0.06, 0.07, sorry. Why not? Like, even a move to here, guys, it's a lot. Like, it's almost 100% move. So I don't expect like to get to these levels, because these are 2018, 2019 levels, but I expect some move upwards to make a 10-15% at least on this trade. BTC's come now. What are you watching? No, nothing. Not cooperating with me at all. BTC, USDT. Let's do a spot on Bybit. What's going on here? A scalp, you say? A scalp. Oops. I guess we're retesting. I guess we're going for that support. No, I wouldn't take any position now, like me, because I missed the entry, but it's basically what we were talking about. I just need to change the color of this thing because I cannot. I absolutely hate it. Okay. But yeah, this is not like we have a downtrend here, and this, yeah, the slow grind until it breaks, right? But probably we might see some absorption here. Let's have a look. The scalp pour. What do we get here? Yeah, Kiyotaka is crunching numbers. We oops, pointing down. Well, the CBD was shit. Yeah, I wanted to talk about it, but I got front run by BTC. Like, the CBD is trade, right? It's like divergence. Oh, it's a gamma exposure analysis BTC. Did you do it? Sonder class. So yeah, the CVD looks like garbage. So yep. And what else? Very little effort to push the price down, very high effort to do a very poor job in pushing the price up. Gamma levels to estimate market maker hedging. I'm gonna have a look at it. Absolutely, this stuff is interesting. Let's see. What are the options here? There's a little scalp here, but what I would be interested in taking here, as I said before, mini potion, since you were asking, is rather than messing with this, okay, since we have like absorptions here, right? So I expect the same thing here. What I want to see is if it breaks, okay, and actually instead of what I drew, like something like this, okay, not necessarily a fast break, but okay, this is a bad pattern. Like for the people that enjoy candlestick patterns, this is a bad one. I'm not trading this thing because I don't feel like trading on Sunday night. But yeah, see a break. You see this one, for example. This is a very good example. So it goes up. So sorry, it goes down, then goes up and retest what became now as a potential resistance, but it regains it, right? So same thing here. I want to see a break, I want to see a retest, and I want the retest to fail, so a rejection, depending on what's your perspective, a rejection. And that would be my signal to enter. Is a fail-safe strategy? No, but at that point, you just set a not too obvious short. Like let's say here it failed, so that's going to be your short, but you are going to give it room to breathe. Okay, you're not going to take, you're not going to set your stop right here because it's not uncommon to wick above, but you want to probably take some other reference point. Okay, like here, because that's going to be much harder to sweep. Okay, it's not uncommon for price to reverse. Okay, just to get those easy stops. Okay, because they're easy liquidity. It's not because there's a stop hunt. Like sometimes there could be, but it's just because, of course, some buyers will come in and push the price. And if your stop is obvious, you're setting an easy order. Okay, it's an easy sell order. And they will just take it. But if price is bound to go down, we'll reverse and go down. Okay, so that's why you set your stop a little bit higher. Okay, there's much less conspiracies with stop hunts than people think. It's just buyers will flow in because they think they got the bottom, and then maybe your take profits would be at the next levels. Okay, your take profits would be maybe one here and one here and one here and so on, depending on how big is your position. If you just want to scalp, you take profit on the way to here and you're out and you sleep sound. But yeah, there were several retests here. 1, 2, 3. there's an extremely simple balance, right? If you retest it once or twice or three times and then you bounce, then it's a strong support. But if you go for a fourth time, that's where things start to look a little bit more shitty. So, again, advise caution because there's a lot of news coming up. Volatility is going to be messy. I haven't taken a look yet at the GX analysis, but hey, we can do it now. How about it? Huh? It's on their class. Let's have a look at it now. Hoo-hoo. Got it. So, current price, XCAM exposure. 178, large positive, high stability. What do we have? So January 30. So expiration. January 30. A1 magnet. 100K to 30 January. This one. 92. Give me 92. Get me 92. Where's my quant? Ah. Yeah. That makes sense, a 92. Just a second, guys, because I cannot do two things at the same time like many other men. Strong at magnets. Perfect confluence, current resistance, strong confluence. 95, 92, 89, 88, 100. Where's the A1 again? Ah. So, yeah, this wouldn't be a bad case. Like, thank you, man, for providing. Did you write it? Did you write this document? Yeah, more alpha than Chain Street here. So it would make sense in a bearish case for 100. Yeah, pricing between 98 and 103. It's a fader. We've been compiling options data in 10-minute intervals over the past month into AI build. AI compile with all the past and forward-looking data it has. Did not write by hand, no, of course. There's no need to write that by hand. So yeah. These will match, honestly, like the A1 will match also some of my levels because we go and take this bad boy here, 786. We attempt to take the 786. So yeah, building short positions there upon that level. 92 along DCA, yeah, I tend to agree. In the short term. I'm more concerned, yeah, if we get to 92 in February. Mini Pochum, yes, originally I am. Yes, originally. I was born there. And And yeah, these analysis gives us insights because those are important levels. Definitely the 92. If we find the support there, would it be bad? Because it means we also defend whatever of the two you pick. Okay, the 382 or the 236 for a long. And conversely, if we take 100k or get near 100k or a little bit above, that would be honestly another call for me to short. So that I like this analysis. Good job. We could throw it in every Sunday. How about it? Let me know, guys, if you can throw it. Or when you have time, of course. Like no pressure. But if you're happy, we can throw it in for like analysis with options. I think it's cool. Something that many people neglect. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, I mean, no stress. But if you want to do it and if you enjoy it, more than welcome. Maybe I can also structure a little bit the thing because there is a lot to go through it, and I want to give it the proper attention because yeah. Oh, nice. You also include these, so even if someone is not familiar, they can go through this. Bullish scenario, bearish scenario, expiration timing. That's a very cool thing. Very nice. Yep, guys, have a look at it. It's interesting. If you don't understand, you can just ask in the group and we can go through it. I mean, he wrote it, so he knows everything about it. Ooh, 8 times. You've probably been there more than me in the last few years because I only go for Christmas nowadays. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun for vacation. Not so much for living, but for vacation, it's interesting. Okay, guys, Q&A because I'm done with the analysis for today. There's going to be more tomorrow. Okay, in the streaming with 0x Geeked, and we're going to do some shit coins, some alts. Going to look at fart coins and hype and other alts. So it's going to be fun, and there's going to be some banter, of course. So otherwise, it's not fun. I'll give you a couple of minutes if you have any question. Otherwise, I will call it a night. Thank you, Vic. RTJ Cito, yes, he did a very good job with that. You're welcome. Poor brother. Grazie mille. Yeah. It's 5:30 a.m. Dude, it's on a Sunday. I hope you didn't just wake up for the streaming. I hope you have better things to do. Oh god, thank you. Thank you. Get some rest now. Or go, I don't know, ski if you ski in your area, if it's winter, where you are. So I remember when I used to wake up early on Sunday, it was always for skiing. In general, it's the only day I can sleep in. Today I slept until 8 a.m., guys, which is a record for me. 2 cars to polish, an indicator to build, and finals to study for. Dude, yeah, that's a big day. But yeah, Sunday, take care of your cars. Nice. And good luck for the finals. That's important stuff. I don't miss my finals at all. Alright, guys. Since doesn't seem to be many questions today, it's also fine. Let me just check if I missed something. There's SLR. How do you determine TPO takes, sir? It's a 30-minute take. The TPO settings is just. I know. Tick size is 10. Sorry. I'm retarded. It's a bit late here. Tick size, I think it's 10. Someone asked. TPO. Tick size. Tick size is 10. I think it's the default one. I changed the sessions a bit compared to the standard ones in Kiyotaka because I'm more comfortable, and also I'm fine with having some gaps, but I want to have the sessions very clear. Let me check anything else. No, we're good. All right, guys. Short one today. It's also good. Have a good Sunday. And thank you guys for coming. And don't get liquidated. Go outside on a Sunday. Or study. Like if you have to study. Alright, guys. Bye bye.